Hey, welcome back, my amazing student. So I'm so glad that you guys are here, really. So in today's lecture, we're going to start learning about Flask. And Flask is a micro web framework for Python. So we can create web applications with Python, which is awesome, right? So I'm going to show you real quick how we can start an application and start playing with Flask, all right? Are you guys ready? Let's do this. All right, so I already have a folder here called Flask Basics, all right? So all I have to do here really is the first things first. When you're using or developing in Python, you should use a Python virtual environment, all right? A virtual environment is just a container where we have all the Python stuff that we need in order for us to create our projects. Now, each project could have a virtual environment. I recommend you guys do that, all right? Now, I've seen some people creating a virtual environment, just one virtual environment, and then creating a bunch of applications under that. You can do that. I prefer to actually do that individually per project, okay? Anyway, so to create a virtual environment, super simple. I'm inside the folder, and I'm going to run a command here. This is my Python interpreter in my computer, which is called Python 3, and I have version 3.12, I believe. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to pass this flag here, -m, and I'm going to do, this is the command here, vmv, and I want to save it in a folder called vmv, right? So let's go ahead and execute that. And that's going to create a folder called vem or vmv, all right? Inside there, you're going to have your package manager for Python, which is pip, and you're going to have Python as well here, and the executables, right? The interpreter. So really good stuff. And here you can use this file here to activate the environment. So I'll show you. So right now to activate, all you have to do is like a little refresh on that file source. And then we go inside the folder and inside bin and then the file, enter. And you can see now that we have this in front of it, prepended, right? So now we are in the virtual environment. You can always deactivate it as well when you're done with it. And you can just do deactivate, all right? Just like that. All right, let's go back and do that. All right, so now that we have that, let's create a file real quick, and we can use the touch command, or I'm just gonna use this so that way we can all be on the same page. We can use this here, and we can say app.py. So this is gonna be the main entry for my application, app.py. Perfect. So now that we have the virtual environment, another thing that we need to do, let's go to let's do control tilde here. I'm using Visual Studio Code, by the way. Very good editor. It's free, by the way. And I'm going to use pip, the package manager, to download Flask and install it so we can start playing around with it. All right? You guys ready? All right. So pip, and then all we have to do is just say, hey, install Flask. Simple as that. Enter. And you can see that it's actually working. It's telling me, hey, you should upgrade your pip. I'm going to do that. I'm going to copy that command and paste it right here and press enter. Perfect. I'm going to clear it. And we're back in business. If you want to check to see if that downloaded, all you have to do is go here to lib and you can see your packages. All right. Anyway, so once we have that, all we have to do inside here now, inside our file, is to import Flask and use it. So we can do that very easily by doing from the package Flask. I want to import the class Flask. Simple as that. And now we use it. We're gonna use a variable to hold that instance, and we'll say, hey, I want to hold Flask. And we're gonna use this special variable name called name, of course, that signifies the name of the file. In Python right now, this is gonna be equal to main. Python automatically is gonna set this variable to this here, main. Is going to be the main file of our application. That's what that means. All right. So for those of you that don't understand this, just bear with me a little bit and you will by the end of this video or have a pretty good idea. But anyway, so now we're going to use decorators. Now, for those of you that don't know about decorators, I have a video that makes this very simple. Somewhere in the description or somewhere in this video, you can click on it and go and find out what decorators are. But decorators are very simply a way to add extra functionalities to functions, right? So we're going to use the @ symbol, and we're going to say app. And then in here, since we have an instance that has methods, we're going to access this route method. And we're going to say, when you go to the main domain name of our application, which is the / in this case, and it's always going to be the / on web development, I want you to execute the following function, okay? Following function name would be home. You can name it whatever you want. I'm just naming it home. And we're gonna return something very simply here, simple, which is gonna be some text. So that way you guys can see that this actually works. And now we're just gonna do a little check here. And we're gonna say, hey, if the name of this file is equal to the main, then we want to run it. So we're gonna add actually this app instance that we got here, and we're gonna access this run method, and we're gonna run our application. Now we can pass some arguments here, and I'm gonna pass in this option, debug equals true. So that way, if we have any issues, Flask is able to let us know that something went wrong, all right? So if we were importing this file into another file, then the name of this variable would be app, all right? But Python sets this main automatically since we are executing this from this file. We are actually executing this file. We're not importing it anywhere. We're not doing anything else. We're just doing everything here. So let's just save it. And then we're gonna go into the terminal. And let's go here, and we're just gonna say Python. Since I already have the virtual environment, I can just use Python instead of Python 3, all right? And the name of the file, press enter, and you can see that this here is available now, right? Now, let's open our browser, and you can see that it says Hello Flask. Very, very, very simple, okay? Super cool, guys, right? And that's it for this video, guys. If you like this video, please give me some thumbs up, some likes, subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna be posting a lot of really cool Python stuff. Python is the future, and I want you guys to be in it. Anyway, I'll see you guys on the next lecture.